Remember that flip project we were talking about? This place looks alright. We're selling the home.
Yay!
We're super excited that our photographer's here today, and he's taken a floor plan of the home, he's marked up the spaces, and now he's taking the final photos which are going to be on our online listing. So we're hoping to be on the market this week and hopefully getting some offers on the property as well. So we can't wait to get this listed and ready for sale. Oof, look at those sweaty. As you can see, the sun is setting. I'm a bit hot and sweaty. I've been tidying up a few final touch-ups, got the blower out, blow the leaves out in the backyard there, and I've just been taking the microfiber cloth around and turning on some of these lights. Pretty much all the lights are on in the house, and so I think the place is looking pretty good. Really excited. This is our first open home, so we're gonna have an open home today, another open home, and then we're gonna see how we go with offers from there. So this really feels a little surreal, the amount of work that's gone into this project, and really excited to see if we can get some offers over the next day or two. The open home starts in about 15 to 20 minutes. Hopefully we get some groups through tonight, and then some more groups through in the next open home, and then we'll see if we have any best offers on the table. So I'll keep you guys up to date as things progress, but really excited to see how we go. So we finished the open homes today. We had 10 groups through, registered, not including neighbours. Shout out to the neighbours who wanted to come and have a look at the house transformation. But 10 groups through, and we're going to be following them up with a text this afternoon, letting them know that we're looking for offers on the property. So, I mean, 10 groups is not a bad start. It's not lighting the world on fire, but it's definitely not a bad number of people to come have a look through the property. We had a number of emails and other inquiries, but at the moment we're priced, maybe I won't reveal the price to you because you're going to find out when it sells.
Well, we've priced on the higher side of the spectrum, but it's definitely within the range.
Yeah. As Emily said, you only need one buyer. A bit of wise words. Whether you get 1 or 10 or 50 groups through, we were probably hoping for 15 groups through. That's what we were hoping for. So 10 from the open homes is good, and we'll follow them up and see if we can get those offers. There's not much else we can do from here. It's really, it's really in the hands of the buyers if they want to make an offer or not. But we all we can do is chase them up and continue to hold open homes over the next few weeks, which is exactly what we'll do. And we're probably going to stick with just one open home in the middle, maybe around 11:30 on Saturdays, just because I think that's a sweet spot for people to be able to get to the open home. And so we'll see how that goes over the next 2 or 3 weeks. Otherwise, we're excited to make the sale. I'm definitely over it. I'm going to be perfectly honest. Once the project's sat with you for a certain period of time, you just get sick of it. And I think I've driven out to this Aspley house far too many times, in my opinion. And I'm ready to just not think about it anymore. So we'll see how we go in getting the sale, and then we can move on.
Did it feel nice to have such positive feedback, like on how the house presented?
Yeah, it did. It was nice to hear people's thoughts on the inside and the work that we'd done. I think the big thing for me is I don't care what everyone else thinks. I just care on the one buyer thinks that wants to buy the property.
Yeah.
But it was nice to talk with some of the neighbours and talk with some of the people who went through the open home, looking at the open floor plan, talking them through that it's been fully resheeted, new hot water, new air cons. The hardwood floors have been refinished to their standard they can. So that was nice knowing that, all this work had been done.
Yeah.
But I guess it doesn't feel rewarding until we get the sale, and whatever the profit is at this point, I'm a little bit less concerned. I just want to get it out of my headspace. That's probably the biggest thing for me is this type of stuff. It's 24 hours. It is business when you're doing renovations or flips. It's a business. And so just like running purpose property, running a flip project has the same mental stress where it's 24 hours. You're always thinking about the business. You're always thinking about the flip project. You're always thinking about it, and you can't really switch off until it's done or until you finish the next deal type situation. So I'll feel relieved, but we'll just cross that bridge when we get to it.
It's so interesting because I feel like our other renovations where we've then rented it out, that's been really satisfying. And towards the end, like, you're getting physically tired, but emotionally it wasn't nearly as taxing as what this flip project has been.
I think the big difference between a flip project and a buy, hold, renovate, refinance project, like a classic BRRRR, which is what they call in the US or here. The big difference between the BRRRR and the flip is the flip needs to be so much higher standard in terms of the renovations. The minor defects really can't be around. Whereas minor defects, if it's a bit of a paint touch up here, a bit of a scuff there, in a rental, it's not really the end of the world. People want to know that it's clean, it's fresh, it's functional. Whereas with the sale, you need to make sure it's squeaky clean. It needs to be its top standard for it to be ready to sell, including the staging and all those sorts of things. And the rental's almost a given in Australia's market that you're going to rent the property out and you're going to rent it for more than what it was if you've done a reno. So I think it's just different feelings. And I think the difference between the flip and the rental is the rental becomes part of your portfolio. That's why we've always done those projects, because we wanted to build a portfolio. Whereas it feels like we're losing something by selling the property as a flip project, because it's not something that we've done usually. We've more bought and held and renovated that way.
Yeah.
So that's the big differences between the two. The jury's out on whether the flip's better than the buy and hold, but my gut tells me at this point we're better suited to buy and hold projects, because we get to see the value generated for a longer period of time, not just 6 months, 12 months. We're seeing it over 6 and 12 years, not days and months. So I think that's the big difference for me, is that you can reap the benefits of the renovations for a longer period of time, which is, in my opinion, more rewarding, because it's the bigger picture. Yeah. I guess it's the difference between a quick buck and long-term wealth strategy. The flip projects, you're trying to make that quick buck, pull your capital out, whereas the rental is your long-term wealth building strategy.
Let's wait and see.
Let's wait and see.
So make sure you tune in at 7 o'clock on Sundays for the next episode. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.